What do you think it is about Balatro that makes it less replayable? As a streamer, you should acknowledge there's only ever 2 questions that chat will ask you. Why are you still playing this, or why don't you play this anymore? Balatro went from, why are you still playing this, to why aren't you playing it anymore? Well, I'm losing my momentum, man. You see they're making Mahjong Balatro? Yep. Yes, I did. And I know your next question. The answer is no, because I don't know the rules of Mahjong. I mean, I know them, but it's fucking hard to keep them in my head, man. We take those. No, we knew you're not playing it. No, you knew I'm not playing it, VIP Daniel. Not everybody knows. Not everybody knew. What about Bingle Bangle? Oh, you mean Balatro for people who can't beat Orange Steak? That's rude. I haven't played Bingle Bangle. That's because the reviews for Balatro are overwhelmingly positive, and the reviews for Bingle Bangle are like mixed. But no, it's not true. They're probably mostly positive, if I had to guess. Now, hang on. Don't distract me. I gotta focus on the airship. Get off the screen, Cannonball. This is it. This is it. I could tell from the pixels. No! Don't choke. This could be it. This could be an S. It's not an amazing time, but it could be an S. I was like 4 seconds faster, man. That's not enough on a 5-minute run. No, no, no. It's not even A++. It's embarrassing, man. Get the flute in the castle? I didn't know there was a flute in the castle. Imagine poker, but there's 14 cards in your hand and 79 possible win conditions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Mahjong's too much, dude. It's too much. Feather before door, fly up, hold right, hit up, go through the door. No disrespect, Caleb, but you're talking to me like my dentist talks to her dental assistant. I don't know what the fuck, like, incisor C72 moderate means. That's why they're saying it. If they wanted me to understand, they'd say this fucker's teeth are all decroded, okay? So you gotta, if you want me to understand the message, you gotta add in some fucking, like, conjunctions and shit into that actually make it have meaning for somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about. You can't do it anyway? It doesn't let you? What is it? And what is that? And what are those? She's reminding me of Magic the Gathering. When you play like a card that just got printed, or your opponent plays one that just got printed, and then you're like, oh, can I pick it up and read it? And they're like, well, it's basically just a reprint of blah, 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 some fucking common that was printed in like 1996. And you're like, yeah, I don't know what that is either, brother. Are you seeing my deck? It's merfolk. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or there'd be some dragons in this bitch. Hold. When your muscle memory's bad. When he gives you the points. Ooh. Dragons hasn't been good in forever. excuse me, Esper Dragons went crazy at Friday Night Magic in, I'm going to say January 2016. Next, you're going to tell me that Siege Rhino's not dominating standard anymore. Come on, man. Come on, man. How old are you? How old are you, motherfucker? Whee. Chat, be real with me. We still have a lot of Magic cards because we never sold them, which is what inevitably happens. Like, I want you to know, anytime you watch a streamer do like a Magic opening, Justin might be the exception, but whenever they say something like, this card is worth $100, and they spent $200 on the box, and they're like, oh, it's like half paid for itself already. No, it didn't, because it's worth $0 until you sell it. If you got the money back instantly, that'd be like a different story. But like, I worry, and I'm not prognosticating here. I'm not trying to like Jim Cramer myself. But I feel like there's like a bubble coming in Magic the Gathering when everybody who's just got a bunch of cards in their closets decides like, hey, I could like sell these cards in my closet and like get a bunch of money for it. Like, there's no way that the TCG price will hold up once I start unloading the 100 Expedition Full Art Polluted Deltas I've got, right? Like, it's just supply and command. People play the cards? Yeah, like 1/8 as many people as who collect them, though. It's like saying it's free on Game Pass. That being said, I'm like, man, maybe I should. I'm torn between either buying my daughter Pokemon cards every week for the first 18 years of her life and then selling them for her college fund, or alternatively, cashing in all our Magic cards right now and just buying the S&P 500, as many shares as possible. Because we got some bangers. We got some Swords to Plowshares in that bitch. We got some Expeditions. We got a lot of cards that are probably not worth that much because they popped off in Standard, but then like after the rotation, I'm sure like nobody fucks with like Khans of Tarkir that much anymore, but we got some slappers in there. Burp, 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 burp. Burp. You see JD Vance as a Magic head? Makes perfect sense, he's got a beard. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. Tell me I'm wrong. I can't glance. I'm in the middle of the speed run of my life. Main currency in the future is going to be fetch lands. We got some polluted deltas. I'm just going to say it, man. We got some scalding tarns. We got some fucking, I don't know, shitty swamps or whatever they're called. Fuck. Wow. Okay, I think you just run into this shit with P speed and go. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, you can easily do that in one, man. Would you agree with me that the S&P 500 is the PSA of the stock world? What do you mean by PSA? Public service announcement? Prostate sphincter exam? Or like the grading company for the trading cards? The sphincter one. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people seem to be getting their sphincters in a pinch over the S&P 500 right now, even though it's 1,100 points higher than it was in 2022. But I guess like people don't anchor on that. But I'm kind of anchored on that because this is the last time I was in the habit of opening Google Finance, like to see how the S&P was moving intraday, like some kind of idiot. I got shit to do now. Early Hammer Bros. Oh, that's insane pace, man! 3 stars is actually extra time. Really? Does it give you like a do 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 do? You know what I'm talking about, the doo-doos. Okay, drop me right there. I mean, we got some extra speed on this one. Yarp. Probably could have sent it, but like, nobody ever went broke taking profit. Look at that. We might be like 30 seconds ahead. I almost went back for it. Muscle memory's so strong. I almost went back for it. I was like, that's free lunch, man. That's free lunch. Okay, don't get hit on the fucking airship. The temptation to glance is so strong. Especially when I just saw a red message in my peripheral vision, i.e. I've been added, and it's essay length. I would love to see it. But by now it's too late, because it's probably been flooded by lookings. Willem Dafoe looking up from the lighthouse. So I don't need to see it anymore. Oh, I see it. Did you see that there was tech where you can x-ray packs to see what the rare is? Yeah, but like I don't know, man. Like a hobby's a hobby, and I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. But like, I don't think you should be buying the cards for like speculative value to begin with. Like, I don't know. I hate to, because this is kind of being like needlessly virtuous. You can do whatever you want, but the idea that like one of the reasons that I collect cards with like fucking electric rats on them is because the EV is like high or something like that. And I'm like, I just don't. Just kind of a little yucky to me. Like, I think you got to take the good with the bad though, and part of the good. Well, you know what it is? I mean, like, this is not necessarily a fair take, and I acknowledge that. I see it as, like, these games were, like, designed for people to play, mostly children, because adults don't have as much time, usually. And I'm like, I noticed it with Magic, too, like, people get to the point sometimes where like they actually know more about like the cash value of the cards than they do about like what the cards do. Like they spend more time on TCG Player than they actually do like with the playmat unrolled. It's a hobby, that's fine, but I also feel like, you know, taking that level of speculation into it, it can be good for some people, financially speaking, but it can also lead to like the hobby becoming more exclusive and pricing out people that maybe were originally the target audience for it, i.e. children. But I'm trying not to get like the Pokemon community even more riled up with me than they are for those times when I mistakenly think Luxray is a dark type. I mean, it's an electric type because it's yellow, but it's not a dark type because it's black. But like, I feel like Pokemon in particular, there's kind of like a semi-embarrassing millennial trend of like, this isn't for kids, this is like for my never-ending childhood. And you know, I get it, don't get me wrong, but I'm also at the same time like, maybe it's separate from the card speculation issue, but did you see a couple of years ago when they released the Pikachu merch at the Vincent van Gogh Museum, and it was all motherfuckers who look like me that were like bumping into each other and like throwing elbows to try to get the Pikachu with his ear cut off and stuff like that? It's just like, it wouldn't be me, let's put it that way. I fell in the larva. So what do I know? That's gonna be a restart. That was this year? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. I just think it's like, you know, as soon as things become scarce, they become more valuable if lots of people want them. I don't know. I'm just kind of spinning my wheels here. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you think that the card collecting hobby is cooked because of that, were you in it for the right reasons anyway? And admittedly, I'll just acknowledge I'm kind of ignorant. You might be. You might be playing with those cards like crazy. My stereotype of people collecting Pokemon cards is that it's kind of like a slot machine. Then you sleeve the good cards, throw the rest in the trash, and then never play, like never actually build a deck and play with them. But I don't know. I might be wrong. Obviously, though, this is kind of like influenced by the fact that like I have a 3-year-old. So I go into the card shop and I'm like, why the fuck is this so expensive, man? And then there's like fucking 58-year-old motherfucker in there with 7 first edition hollow Charizards on a chain. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, and again, it's hard. Don't take it as like, I'm not saying it's morally bankrupt, because you know you're enjoying yourself, and that's, you know, adding more net good to the world, I suppose. For you. Anyway. Watching Bluey, though? Well, like, I feel like it's fine to watch Bluey, like, if you have a kid. If you don't have a kid, you can watch Bluey. You should just, like, have your guard up, you know? Because you're gonna catch some straights over the middle. Keep your hands up is what I'm trying to say, because, like, the shots are coming. You keep your head on a swivel. Fuck this level, man. Never mind. We're chill. Have I beaten any of the cleanup levels yet? No, I have not, have I? And I never frickin' will. Anyway, stop asking me questions that lead to negative answers, because then, like, they get clipped out of context, and then, like, 14-year-old kids from Central America, like, send me death threats on TikTok, okay? So you're like, I gotta be smart enough to not answer it, because I always feel like if I just answer this with nuance, people will be like, it's just one guy's opinion, but it's always like, streamer from Ivory, it's easy for you to say when your net worth, according to Google, is $100 billion. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? That's off by, like, a few orders of magnitude in either direction, okay? Do you care about people watching Bluey as adults? See, this is a bait question, but I'm going to answer it anyway because it's just one man's opinion. I don't care, but I care so far as to, like, make a lighthearted jab at it from time to time, which I understand they're not used to because the show that they watch doesn't inspire negative emotions in a safe environment, and as a result, they don't know how to handle being the butt of a joke, even in a lighthearted context. Hey, that's not true. There were lighthearted. There were negative emotions in the episode. We thought they were going to sell the family house, but then they didn't sell the family house. You were right about Bluey. They be beating the shit out of the dad. Listen, it's mostly a joke. Dan was singing the Bluey theme song in his stream today, and I typed in, this episode is called Bingo and Bluey beat the shit out of dad with shovels while mom's at the spa. And people, it's not a real episode, but if you believed it for a second, maybe it could be. I saw one episode of Bluey, they almost knocked their dad out cold. It's a good show. I do think, like, I don't think it's a problem. We got bigger problems in society. I do think, if I'm putting it politely, the dad in Bluey is paying for the sins of the fathers of previous generations. He shouldn't be expected to tolerate that kind of physical abuse. He shouldn't be expected to be carrying so much of the load just because his grandfather was, like, probably like an alcoholic piece of shit. But apparently, like, that if you ever try to like argue that, it's like, well, yeah, but in 1903, your male ancestors like weren't doing anything, so now you gotta like do a little more. What's his name? Bandit? Sorry, Bandit. The sins of the grandfather passed to the sins of the son, man, apparently. Don't hit me with a question mark, leaking penis. This shit, my dissertation was on this. So yeah, I'd say Bluey red pilled me. It's not really the mom's fault in Bluey either. Like, she usually says, like, stop hitting your dad. She could say it with, you know, her full her full voice a little more often, but... And then, also, you gotta take the dubs that you get as a parent, you know? It's hard to be a mom, too. If they say, we want to give mom a spa day, and, like, dad, you know, we can play a little rougher with him. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to say, hey, mom, take the cucumbers off your eyes and, you know, take some hits from the rake? Like, nah, man, you take the wins you can get. So it's like some days you get the spa day and the mom gets the hammers, and some day you get the hammers and the mom gets the spa day. It's the way of the world. I'm just saying on Bluey, the mom is getting a lot of spa days, and the dad seems to be getting more than his fair share of hammers. That's all I'm just asking questions, man. I need to stay 3 seconds ahead. 3 seconds ahead. Hammer Bros instantaneous. It's over. That might have been even faster. Why is Bluey problematic? People don't like the take. I don't think it's problematic. If there's anything problematic about it, I think it's that the dad is too good. Sets an unrealistic standard for like how a dad should behave. Like, you know, he's a good dad to his kids, but there's such a thing as being like too good of a dad. He should also model like, hey, don't scratch the shit out of me with rakes. Like, that shit's not acceptable. That's too much, man. This episode of Bluey is called 4 Cans of Foster's. Let's go! 2 cans of Foster's deep, he gets a phone call from the school that fucking Bingo threw up. Oh, fucking hell, mate. At 8 in the quarter to 8 in the fucking morning, lad. Yes. Oh, man. Whee. VB long neck. 20 to 8 in the fucking morning. Get it. What does he say? Get on it, yeah. Get it in ya. Something like that. Great video. Brr, 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 brr. Call me Metroid the way I be grabbing. Get that up ya. Oh, I love it, man. This could be it. I think I need to cut off 4 seconds. You're a shit eater. Fuck the mushroom. We don't need it. We got the muscle memory now. We don't need it. It's a stutter step, just a taste of your lips, and I'm on a motherfucking ride. You're toxic, and I'm slipping the fuck under, I think, is what she says. Something like that. Oh, fuck you. Too slow. Some bullshit like that. Fuck you. Don't act like you don't know the lyrics. I like when she does the voice in the middle of the song. And then the drums come in heavier next time. I mean, it's crazy that for an artist as influential as Britney Spears, she has like an undisputed best song. Hey, Tomo. Like, if you were to do a poll of like best Britney Spears song, I feel like in general audiences, Toxic's gonna pull like, I don't know, like 70% of the vote, which is kind of crazy for like an artist with that many big hits. Like if you were to ask like, hey, what's Michael Jackson's best song? You'd have a lot of shit up there at the top, man. Like you'd have Billie Jean up there. You'd have Wanna Be Starting Something. You might have Thriller. You'd have some fucking idiots that are like, you know, black or white. It's not, listen, it's got a great message, but at the same time, it's not one of his, I mean, it's not even off Thriller or Off the Wall. Come on. If we're going cheesy Michael Jackson, I'm more of like a man in the mirror sort of guy, but have you seen the video of the Michael Jackson impersonator stumbling upon a Michael Jackson impersonator? And he watches him like do his performance, but it's like he is Michael Jackson. Like he's giving the look like he's watching someone pretend to be himself. It's so good, man. But he's amazing because like he even had me convinced. It took me like 10 seconds into the video until I was like, wait a second, this motherfucker is not Michael Jackson. How many attempts has this been to get S? I don't know. How many attempts did it take you to learn how to tie your fucking shoes? The answer is, it doesn't matter. Because once you do it, it's done. And you got it for life. It's the attitude of, oh, how many times has it taken me to fucking go back to using ChatGPT to get your college degree, okay? Back in our day, we didn't have that shit. We had Spark Notes, okay? It was a little bit harder to cheat back in university in 2005, 2006, okay? Fuck you. In the same little free library where I put my my finance books, I also threw a couple of computer programming textbooks in there in case you're interested, guys. Objects First with Java. I think there was a Node.js book in there. I'm basically like I seeded a fucking libertarian. If one person, it's not designed for one person to take the full dose of those books, okay? It's designed, you take one or two of the books and you make it a healthy part of your diet. You don't take all 27 books and read them, okay? That's too much. It's too much in one go. Oh, we're schmooving, dude. We stopped schmooving. I guess we only need to cut off 0.91 seconds, probably. I thought you hated little free libraries. We already did this bit, okay? I hate opening them and then seeing that it's only trash inside of them. But seeing that it's empty and then I can put my trash inside goes crazy. Whoops, I stutter stepped the input. Twice. You could put this run in there then. You know what? That's better. That's so much funnier than... How many times has it taken him to do this? I can't. How many fucking pots have you smoking, bro? None? I can tell. can fucking tell, dude. We can all tell. How many breads have you eaten? Not enough, brother. Not enough. I've been eating less bread. Although I did have a peanut butter and banana sandwich for breakfast this morning. Delish. It was pretty good. No overnight oats. Well, I guess, like, if you want to get technical, I'm having 2 breakfasts. I'm having one on the toilet and then one, like, at the breakfast nook. That was my nook breakfast this morning. This is my first breakfast. What? My first breakfast is at like 5:45 a.m. So I need like another one before the stream starts. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. You worry about your own glycemic index, brother. You don't need to worry about mine. We're chill. Mine's probably in the fucking normal range if I had to guess. Oh, that's a big time save. Imagine willingly getting up at 5. Imagine being the 3rd most gilded subscription gifter in this chat this month, and as a result, you have diplomatic immunity for me to say what I was otherwise going to say. You can make those. You can make those. Just hold the fucking button. Oh, we take those any day of the week, man. It's a 2-class system. It's a big club, and you're not in it, unless you're like one of 4 people. All I'm going to say, there's a reason that everybody who gets up early in the morning says that it's the best thing that ever happened to them. And that's because they have no choice, they can't go back. And they're trying to make themselves feel better about their decision, okay? I'm joking. Waking up early is actually sick, man. They don't say that? Well, okay, of people who can choose when to wake up, I've a very rarely have I heard a streamer be like, I wish I didn't wake up so early this morning. Oftentimes, I'll be like waiting for a fucking Twitch Rivals event, and then it's like 5 p.m. Pacific, and a streamer rolls in and it says like, oh, sorry, I just got up. And we're all like, what the fuck, man? Come on. If I could choose, I would wake up after 10 every day. No shot, brother. No shot. Sleep is great, don't get me wrong. Well, okay, Chibley's the exception. Chibley doesn't get to choose when he wakes up if he wants to play games with us, though. Because, like, I mean, it sucks, but he's in New Zealand. This shit is like, I don't know, it's like 14 hours off or something. That's just fucked up. It's not really his fault. He's a victim. I'm a night owl who clocks in at 7 a.m. Speak on that a little. Oh, I really thought that would be it. Speak on that a little bit, though. Because I feel like, what's your weekend like? If you're a night owl who clocks in at 7 a.m.? Like, because what I'm thinking is that you're, on the weekend, you're like, finally, I can live my life however I want to live it. So then you're waking up at like 5:45 on your last work day. Then on the Friday night, you're staying up till like 2 in the morning, and then you're waking up 10 or 11 the next day, and it's like, I feel like that's almost fucking your sleep schedule up for the next week and incepting you to believe that you might not be a morning person. What if on Friday you went to bed at like 9 and you woke up at like the normal time that you wake up Monday to Friday on the weekends? Fuck going to bed at 9 on Friday? It's honestly kind of sick, because then you get up at like 5:30 on Saturday morning and the world's your fucking oyster, dude. You could watch like Pakistan Cricket League and shit like that. I don't like oysters? Okay, fine. The world's your fucking pepperoni pizza with ranch or whatever. Whatever it is you people eat in Twitch chat. I'm just messing. I'm not a big oyster guy either. I think it's fucked up though. They like judge you at the restaurant if you order like one oyster. But like sometimes like you just want to dabble in the salty arts, right? The world's my oyster at 3 a.m. too? Yeah, until Crunchyroll goes down. What the fuck are you doing at 3 a.m., man? So I'm not trying to just farm clips for my editor to put on TikTok. But what are you doing at 3 a.m.? There's nothing to do. Yes! What are you doing at 5 a.m.? Eating lunch and going for a Peloton, right? By the time I get off the Peloton, everybody else is just waking up. I've already like made my mental insanely strong, and everybody else is just that guy was right when he said, yeah, I got 3 days, okay? 5:45 a.m. to 9 a.m., that's one day. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., that's another day. 3 p.m. to midnight, that's my third day. You stack that up over a week, I'm ahead of you. You stack it up over a month, I'm in a different galaxy. You stack that up over 5 years, brother? At 3 a.m., I'm doing whatever I want. I didn't ask, what do you want? I asked, what do you do, okay? Chibli Bitman? Chibli, I'm getting hated on for waking up early. Now, I feel like there's an exception, okay? You can't just wake up early. You have to go to sleep early enough that when you wake up, you're well rested. Like if you are like, I'm going to try NL's advice, and then you go to bed at 1 and get up at 5:45, you're going to be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm going to throw up. I got diarrhea. Yeah, it's because you got to go to bed at like 9. Unfortunately, the way it works, you probably got to eat the tiredness for one day. Chibli, I'm almost at S tier in everything in this game, by the way. You ever return into it? Fuck you. I work 4 p.m. to midnight. Okay, you're an exception, okay? I'm not talking to you. I mean, I'm talking to you. Thank you for your service or whatever. I feel like this only works if you're a parent with responsibilities. Have we reached that point? Where people are like, it's easier for you because you have a kid? What the fuck are you talking about? You could do anything. You're unburdened by what came before, man. You're in the coconut tree right now. You can land wherever you choose. It's okay. If your life is perfect, you don't have to take my advice. Morpheus getting rejected for the Matrix. Neo takes the fucking blue pill. Oh, we didn't really want you aboard the Nebuchadnezzar anyway. I didn't actually think you were the one. I just told you that shit to try to trick you to gas you up a little bit. We actually already have too many guys anyway. We really should have freed another woman for the ship. You're an ugly nerd. And you, Neo, are an ugly nerd. They put him back in the Matrix, but they make him like fucking like a laughing stock. They don't put him back as like a white collar software developer who, you know, hacks on the side. Put him back as like a professional like fucking target in the dunk tank or a streamer or something. Send his ass to like a fucking fake Matrix where like the bubonic plague is still going on. That'd be fucking sick, dude. Is that what happened? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't finished the movie yet. What are we at? 332. Okay. I mean, I've seen The Matrix, but I haven't finished The Matrix for like 20 years. I'm starting to get a bad vibe about Cypher, though, man. I don't recall you ever bringing me breakfast in bed. No way, Cypher's a bro? He's got that sick soul patch. No, I didn't get to watch any this week. You won't believe me because it looked like I took today off because I was at the dentist, but I was fucking busy this weekend, man. We're doing some shit. I'm trying to even remember what we did. We did so much. Went to Costco on a Saturday. That was enough, man. I was at the dentist too. I didn't see you there. I know that parking lot was nutty. I said it earlier in the show. We parked on the street. The parking lot was full, and I said, fuck that. I'm not waiting in line. I was losing it at the Costco, too. I just, like... We need to teach a class in high school. And the class, it's very... It doesn't even... It could be a half term. I think it could be, like, an email, but I need people to fucking pass a test, okay? If you're in a family of 4 and you're in Costco and it's busy, you don't have to walk 4 abreast. You could walk single file, and if you walk 4 abreast, can you at least be shoulder to shoulder instead of like grandpa's over here looking at some shit that he's not going to buy, having a screaming conversation with his wife who is like 15 feet away from him, and if you try to sidle between them, they both give you a look like, oh, what are you doing, buddy? I'm moving between you because you're taking up the whole... It's supposed to be bi-directional travel, but you and your family are taking up the whole aisle, moving unidirectionally. I walk through Costco like I'm storming Normandy. Chib, that... Honestly, don't take this the wrong way. I see a lot of chibly-coated individuals in Costco doing that. Some of them don't even bring a cart, which is so funny to me. And I'm like, what are you doing in Costco without a cart? Like, nobody in history has ever been like, oh, I'm just going to run into Costco and get, like, one quick thing. Like, they tend to be not within walking distance of places, and then, like, everything they sell is in a box that's 3 feet tall. I always see them rushing around in Costco, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, what's the rush, buddy? Stop, stay a while, and listen. You've got quite the treasure there in that Herodric cube. I'm ass at this, man. Did you see the Costco human-sized dog beds? I didn't, but can I hit you with, like, a question? Have you ever seen a human-sized dog? There's, like, probably, like, millions of them. There's some big fucking dogs out there, man. Are you sure they're not dog beds? Do you want to know the strat for this one? Powerful Ghost, please save me. Please save me. What's the strat for this one? I feel like I need to watch Apollo's VOD slowed down. Donald Trump, save me, save me, save me. Does anyone know the context of that video? All I know is what I've seen, which is the old guy going, save me, President Trump, save me, Donald Trump, and the police are like, we're breaking the window! He was getting arrested? Yeah. Break out the last wing. Stop! Break out the last wing of the W and hit the ceiling blocks. Break out the last wing of the W and hit the ceiling blocks. This guy's slow as fuck. Okay, the last wing of the W. What the hell are you talking about? The left wing of the W? That's the first wing of the W. And then, wait, what did you say after that? I can't keep an entire sentence in my head. Getting on top of the W looks slow as fuck, man. Because then like, those blocks are all like 3 high. Climb on the W, break the ceiling? I got a 10.8 by breaking the W. Wait, stop typing! By breaking all W blocks and a few after. That would be way better than me trying to emulate Apollo's tech, which is like my version of this TVR Cerberus Speed 12. Like, I don't think I have the kind of horsepower for that. I should just stick to the fucking Mercedes CLK GTR, am I right, Shibli? Fucking auto modelista. Or whatever they call it. Rome fucking Imperator. Fuck you. Fuck you. Motherfucker! We were in there too. What am I doing? What am I doing? What are your thoughts on House of the Dragon? I gotta be honest with you. I have to start watching a TV show because people are starting to think that I'm weird as fuck. Chibli, you ever get this? Like, people in retail environments, restaurants, etc. My dentist today, for example, I don't know if you'd call that retail or medical, but she was asking me, like, hey, have you been watching anything lately? And I had to, like, stumble. I was like, maybe I should just make up, like, I've been watching something. Because if you don't watch something, people think that you're doing it like you're Amish or like a Mennonite or something. So I got, like, if you say, actually, I'm not watching anything right now, I kind of get the idea, or I get the vibe that they think you're, like, anti-TV. I'm not, like, anti-TV. I just haven't really been watching anything. I just, like, I don't know. I've been playing Slay the Spire on my phone instead, I guess. I mean, I guess, honestly, maybe I should just own it. Maybe I am a little anti-TV. I'm not anti-entertainment, though. That's why I watch Kick. Come on, you fucking... Get that up, ya. Send it? Oh, that's a fucking waste of my time. Don't talk to me. What's wrong with being Amish? It's humorous. 971 breaks the overhang with coins. What does it mean? What does it mean? We're missing like a bunch of verbs and nouns and shit in there? 971 breaks the overhang with coins? What does it mean, man? The Koopa hole? I watch 120 minutes of scenic rides through mid-tier cities every day. Hey, careful, DL Guiga. They added Chicago the other day. Oops, it's only a 10-minute ride. Sorry, you'll never be on Vancouver's level. We got 20 minutes. Tell Chicago to get some more biking infrastructure, and then maybe little broken hold onto the handlebars for 20 minutes. Fuck you, buddy. And I haven't done it because like a 10-minute ride, what is this, like a ride for ants? That being said, I doubt they even showed the most famous architecture in Chicago history, the corncob parking garages. If I don't see the corn cobs, I'm not interested, buddy. Do the 10-minute as a warm-up in a stack? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's ride stuffing. We don't respect that. So you've come across some motherfucker that's like, hey, hey, congratulations, Pello for wine. It's your 8,000th ride. Yeah, 8,000 fucking 5-minute ride. Fuck you, you don't get a free t-shirt. Nobody does anymore. Profit margins got too low. Company almost went out of business. Should just be happy that the thing still works right now. Why are you hitting the star block? It wastes time? I know I'm fucking up. I'm getting backseated by the people whose names sound like a fucking stoic philosopher. Capital fucking E, Exo Fictus or whatever. It's already off the screen. We gotta deal with the fucking teachers of epic titties now. What the hell, man? Ptolemy the 12 be like, just hit the coins off the overhang. I know. It would have been easier to just say thanks for the help. Fuck you. Not fuck me. Go, go, go. Fuck you, Koopa. Fuck, you can't break blocks when you're small! Pythagoras, help me. Anyway, I gotta go in like 2 minutes. I gotta go in two-ish minutes. I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't know what the fuck you mean when you say the coins on the... Like, I see there's coins on the overhang, but what does that have to do with blocks? Are you shitting me, man? Break those blocks? No. What are you talking about? Okay, how... You need to hit the second arm of the W. After that, skip the Koopa, run directly to the second set. What do you mean? Okay, first off, what do you mean skip the Koopa? What do you mean skip the Koopa? This is great thinking music. Skip the Koopa. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know how to beat this level. I'm trolling. Motherfucker! Fuck! Well, this is looking like a problem for tomorrow's me. Which is great, because I'm not that guy. Fuck you, Star. Break 3, get on top, and then... Okay, wait. How can... This can't be faster, man. This can't be faster. This... But there's not 20 blocks up there. That seems fucked, man. I think it's gotta be like... I think Apollo's tech is right, man. I think it's like jump, jump, skip. Hang on. I read that one. I can't read it out loud. It takes too much brain power. But I read it internally. You go like bottom 2 rows, not the 3rd row. Then here you go 1, 2, 1. And then up here. Wow, what the fuck? It's so much slower, man! It's more elegant, but it's so much slower! Do it faster then. You slide under. Maybe, maybe. Crouch slide is hard in Mario 1, though. It's 3:47. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Alright.